When you study with a teacher or a coach, you get to go further, faster. Why? Because your coach knows all the rules. They know the places that you need to improve. They have a path for you to follow. And that's what we're doing today. We're gonna save you time by learning the rules of linking in American English. I'm Teacher Ryan, and I'm here to help you get to your goals faster and easier because I think you're brilliant and you can totally do this. So let's look at the whiteboard and start figuring this out. Okay, so we really want to focus on prepositions because they are everywhere. And we want to look at them with connected speech. Now, first, we need to find the prepositional phrases. Okay, so we have, I was at my mom's house. Where? At. Okay, so we have at my mom's house. Okay, when? On Friday. And her dog jumped up on the table. Where did the dog jump? On the table. Under the table. Where? Under the table was a cat that we had never seen in our lives. Oh, in our lives is also a prepositional phrase. My mother fell out of her chair. Ah! Okay. We laughed about it all day. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 prepositional phrase, and we're going to look at linking because if you watch this video where I really get into this more, Americans don't breathe in the middle of a prepositional phrase. Okay, we find the right place to pause. So that's going to affect the way our sounds are linking, okay? So this is gonna get a little more advanced, but I think you can do it because you're brilliant. Okay, so I was at my mom's house. I was at my mom's house. Now there is gonna be a little bit of connection here between this consonant and this vowel. I was at my mom's house, okay? But I am not going to say I was at my mom's house. No, I'm not going to pause like that. I'm going to finish the whole prepositional phrase. I was at my mom's house. I was at my mom's house. My mom's house. On Friday. On Friday. Now, I am probably going to breathe here. So I would not connect that S to that O. I wouldn't really connect that sound. And her dog jumped up. Now here, you will connect, jumped up, jumped up. And if you learned in my other video, you're probably going to connect that D, jumped up, jumped up. Okay, her dog jumped up on the table, on the table. The is really gonna reduce, it's really gonna connect on the table, on the table. Under the table, now this is a new sentence, right? It's a new sentence. So this vowel and this L sound, table, they're not going to connect because it's a new sentence. So we're gonna breathe and we're gonna start again, okay? So this is where we start to see the linking within not just words, but in whole sentences and ideas. So we're not going to link sounds when it's the end of a sentence and the beginning of the next one, okay? Because we need to breathe. So under the table was a cat. And this A is going to turn into the schwa sound, was a cat, was a cat. Now, maybe you don't know what that is, okay? But this is how you spell it, schwa. You can Google it, you can look for it, was a cat that we had never seen in our lives, okay? Like the whole thing, in our lives. Now, this is going to connect so much. In our lives, okay? This will sound like one big word, in our lives, okay? And then we're going to breathe because we have a period. My mom fell out of her chair. Ah! She was so shocked, okay? So my mom fell out of her chair. Now, this of, this F, okay? Now, probably you want to say of, like of, but Americans are going to shorten it. Over. And it's going to sound more like a V. Of her chair. Fell out of her chair. Because this preposition, and really all the prepositions, are what we call a function word. And they're not really super important. So we shorten them. We can connect them sometimes, okay? So, of her chair. We laughed about it all day, okay? And from my other video, you're gonna see that most Americans will say, about it. Did you hear a T? Not really. This T is kind of changing to a D. About it. Okay, and in our next video, we're getting a little more advanced about linking sounds together the way that Americans really do in everyday life. And if you need more practice, check out this link and it will take you to my website where you can find a packet to practice more. Okay, check out the next video.